see. Smoke went away, car's running, no check engine light, man, no misfire. I can't believe it. I can't believe this car is running, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's go. And it sounds so good, there's no weird noise. It's so quiet. We did it! I'm just let that sink it in, dude. Because this is a lot of work. All the signs of the car are pretty good. Smoke went away. The temperature doesn't rise above 190, which is crazy. That's how us used to be. Fuel pressure, oil pressure. Oil pressure is pretty good at 80. Rev's good. You hear it? Alright, so let's keep working, bro, because now I want this car on the floor. In the last video you guys saw, we finally got the car started, which was a big step. But now we have to get the car ready for dyno. But I need to put the car on the floor, get the car back together, if I remember how, and see which kind of problem we're gonna face it. And I'll tell you what, a couple. Which we start the right way. As you can see here, I didn't have any audio. I was talking to the camera because my microphone was attached to the car that kicked in the Bluetooth little mess. So I couldn't get you guys actually sound of the car pulling out of the garage. But I can tell we made it. I pulled it out of the garage. You're gonna see here that I was driving with my son next to me. The way the car was, I was basically just checking for leaks, make sure that there was nothing missing, because as I said, I'm 3 days away from the dyno, so I need to make sure that there is no leaks, the car runs fine. I noticed my exhaust does not sound super right, but I don't think that will compromise anything at that point. That will change later. With the car back from its first drive, if you will, it was time to put it back together. I need help from my wife, from my son, and of course a lot of tools. So we put this thing back together and then we prepare for the dyno day. my audio camera didn't work, so I want to make sure that I get you guys a good cold start. Although she started throwing me a code after, but doesn't really matter because now we are heading to CSP to drop off to the dyno. So she's all back together, and I think the problem is it's on the tune, because you know the injectors are kind of all over the place. Although I'm gonna lift the car one more time before we go to make sure there's no leaks underneath, and that's it. So I got the trailer. We're gonna hook up the trailer. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna get as far as dyno footage, because the car's gonna stay there for a while. I might ask them to do something that I'll show you guys in a little bit, but for now let's push the car a little bit further back before we start it. Let's go underneath, see if there's anything that needs to take care before we put on the trailer. And as you guys can see, I didn't put the leaf, the front wheel back on, because it's easier to put it on the jacks and everything. It's gonna be easier for the tuner. Yeah, there's a check engine light. Let's see what we can do. Let's put on the trailer. Oh, the car's on the trailer. We are on our way to complete street performance. And a lot of people is gonna ask, why are you taking the car to CSP? They already did my car twice. They did a good job. I took two shops here in Jersey, but not. I didn't like anyone, to be honest. But yeah, there's no reason why. But the main reason why I want to make this video here, though, by the time you guys see this, it's probably I already have the car's running, blah blah blah, or either I figure out something with CSP or whatever the case may be, because I wanted them to go over the car once, and I'm really thinking about asking them to put high flow cats. And the reason why is the car smells too much gas, because you know it's a straight pipe car. And to be honest, sometimes I just want to take my wife to dinner with me, but she doesn't want to ride because it smells gas. Sometimes I want to take the car to work, but I'm not gonna do because I'm gonna be smelling gas when I get in the office. So I know this is like totally first world problems, but since I'm gonna be riding with my son, and this, well, knock on the wood, that this year I will drive more. That was my goal before the engine went bad on the other one. That was always my goal, to
put, like, just to drive. I want to go to a restaurant, I'll take the car. I play at church. If I want to go to church, I will use the car. So I want the car to be more user friendly, if that's a thing. But anyway, you guys got the point. By the time you see this, or either the car is not running or it is running super fine, I'm happy with it, right? But my point here, and sorry for the talk, but if you watch my videos, you're probably gonna sit here and listen, right? I'm really considering to stop making videos. I'm not here to make myself, like, you guys feel bad about myself. Oh, poor Maddie. No, that's not the point. The point is YouTube. For now, if I was good, really good on YouTube, I should have way more subscriber, my views. So with that comes more revenue, which makes sense putting my time in it. Because here's the situation, guys, right? So you see the video, whatever, like my last 6, 7, or even 8 months has been long videos. So when you see a 45 minutes, a 40 minutes video, there's so much in it in terms of time, either recording or either editing. I don't have an editor. I do everything by myself. So that requires time. So one, time to fix the car by itself, it's time away from family. For other things, even for my 9 to 5, it's out of, I have to sometimes, my job is a little crazy. Sometimes I have to work crazy hours. So I know my performance on my job is not what it should be. And mainly because the YouTube, I would say, because when I'm done with the recording, I want to edit, right? And then my mind's like, I gotta edit. And sometimes you have sponsors involved, which, by the way, I don't get paid by sponsors. I normally just get the product, which I really appreciate it. Every single one that has been worked with me, I normally take the product because I trust. But anyway, you guys got the point. That takes a lot of time editing in mind. Okay, what is going to be the next video? For example, doing this engine swap would take me half of the time if I was not recording, and now I have to edit. And what I was going to say is, because this takes time and my channel is not, I think I have over 500 videos. Of course, I know my first videos were not interest, if you will. I was learning. I was, even facing the English challenge, which I still make mistakes, don't get me wrong. But my first video sometimes was a vlog. I know it was boring, but now I think I really found what I like, which is mod the cars, trust the process, blah blah blah. But I think now my channel, it's out of the YouTube algorithm. And my point is, if the money, and I know it's not about the money, but at the same time, I cannot have my time for free, right? I have a family, I have things to do, I have, parents to take care of, whatever the case may be, I have it, right? So I cannot put my time away for free, right? I'll give you an example. Last month, I made $150 on YouTube. So do you think all this that I'm doing, it's paid by YouTube? Of course not. And again, I'm not saying that to you so you can feel bad about me or feel sorry. No, that's not the point. I chose that journey. That journey is on me. And maybe I'm just not built for it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes in life, you gotta just, embrace and say, like, hey, that's not for me. I was not built for this. I try it. I to be honest, this has been in my mind since last year and a half. I was like, maybe this is not for me. But I was like, when you have that thing that you have, like, okay, I'm only one video away from it. So I kept pushing. But this last year, work on the C4, work on this car, which I'll probably keep doing it, but I'm just not gonna record, I think, because again, it takes a lot of time. I need to spend time with my wife. If you're married, you know what I'm talking about. You gotta take care of your marriage. You gotta take care of your relationship with your kid, and I gotta take care of my career, which is what puts food on the table. Unfortunately, YouTube, as I said, doesn't pay anything. 150 bucks. It's probably, I don't know, 2 weeks worth of gas, if you will. So that kind of thing is making me think that this one might be my last video. Uh, just because, I don't know, man. Sometimes I go in the garage and I really don't enjoy it because I'm thinking about making video and the return is not there. That's my point. And again, you can tell me, okay, you're doing a poor job. Maybe I am. You know what I'm saying? Maybe my video doesn't get attract. Maybe I don't show enough stuff. Maybe the cars I do, it's not what people want to look at. So there's many variations of it, and I'm taking blame for it. I'm not saying that this is YouTube fault or YouTube doesn't push my video, which I think there's that too. But again, if I'm not making something interesting, it's because, and then people are not watching. The simple as that. I have good videos with over 100,000 views, but this just doesn't make sense, right? I'm almost 12,000 subscribers, which by itself, I know it's accomplishment though. Don't get me wrong. I know it's not everybody who can get there, but it took me freaking 6 years to take there. Some people took way less than me. Some people took months, one video. So it's kind of hard to tell in this world. But as I said, the reason is because if you do a math, like between time that I put it in and how much I get out of it, the only thing I can tell that I get out of it, it's basically the relationships, the knowledge, the people, which I get it. And I hope I help a couple of people, right? Either if it's a person or a business, I hope I really help them, because if I get two people to get what they wanted, either way, like business wise or personal wise, I'm happy with it, right? But sometimes you guys see I'm going to a shop and they don't give me anything for free. I have to pay for everything. Sometimes I get stuff for free, but like for example, this C6 build, nothing. Everything came out of my pocket, and I'll do the math when we're done. But just let alone the cost of the motor was 7 grand plus all the other mods. So I mean easily 10 grand on this thing, right? And 10 grand, it's a lot of freaking money to take it out of my, and put it out, and on top of that, put my time in it, editing, and not getting any return, right? If I was getting views and getting the the AdSense out of it, would make sense. But again, I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining to you to see if that makes sense somehow. I know this is a long talk, but I take the opportunity. I have to drive 2 hours to CSP to drop off the car, and I have been thinking about this. Really, when I put the car together, I was like, that's it. This is the last one. That's it. I might do one thing here and there if that's not too complex, and if I have time, which right now it's crazy how I don't have time for anything, right? And this is putting me away from other things. Like I really like to serve at church. I think everybody should do that. Like somehow serve in whatever you believe it. And I haven't done that because of the YouTube. And again, this is not, I'm saying like, oh, YouTube, but it doesn't make sense if my return on investment, it's like, I don't even know if I do the math. I don't want to do the math because it's ridiculous negative. So you got my point. So I hope you guys understand. Let me know what you think. Even people don't comment on my videos anymore. So I know not a lot of you guys gonna watch this. So probably a few of you gonna watch all this talk. But at least I know that a few of you they're gonna watch is the few of you that watch any of my videos, and that's who I care about, right? So yeah, that's on the table. I hope you guys understand my point of view. Let me know. I normally read the comments. I think about it. I care about it, right? But at the same time, I think it's the good reason, the good decision. I will still keep doing car stuff. I love car stuff, but I just not gonna put on YouTube anymore. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll do a lot of Instagram. I like to do Instagram because it's short, it's there. I don't have to edit it, anything. But other than that, I don't know. Those videos, they are really taking um, a lot of my time. And again, I'm not talking about money, but plays that right. That time I could invest in my career. Maybe I would be better positioned financially if I did that in the last 6 7 years or 5 years. So I don't know. As much as I wanted to have my own business and be free, maybe it's too late for me. Maybe it's gone and I missed the time window kind of thing. Now I just need to focus on what I have. I have a really good career so far. Consider that I immigrated from Brazil like 10 years, 12 years ago, and being able to do things and provide to my family the way I am. I consider myself very lucky, but I also put the work in, right? And I did that with YouTube. I put the work in, but the return is just not there, right? Anyway, enough of talk. I hope you guys understand. I'll drop off the car. I'll see what CSP can do for me, check for any leaks or anything, and we'll go from there. When I'll get back to you guys. I'll get back with you guys when I'm gonna pick up the car, which I don't even know how long it's gonna be. Maybe 3 days, 4 days, a week. Corvettes at Carlisle, it's next week. Worst case scenario, just to drive my truck there. I'm not putting pressure on myself. Well, of course, I try to finish the car for that, but that's not the end goal. Now I just want my car to run fine. All right, I'll catch you guys in a couple minutes. All right, she's staying here. I don't know how long I'm gonna take to come back here. What I asked them to do is to put on the lift, check anything for leaks. I think it's leaking, but I cannot see where. But without a lift, it's like a nightmare to look at. So they're gonna bring inside and see. There's a check engine light on it. And the reason why I think there's a leak, it's here, but I don't know if this was from the previous car or my car. And to be honest, I think it's this clutch fluid. I gave him the heads up, but we'll see. We'll go from there. All right, now I have 2 hours and a half to go back home. What I asked him to do is give me a code to put long tube headers or high flow cats. As I said, like just the smell of gas. I think I mentioned here, right? This smell of gas was driving me nuts, and I cannot do that for a long time, so it's not enjoyable to drive the car. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted, but next time you see, next couple of seconds you see, I'll be back here, I think, picking up the car.
While we were waiting for the car, that was Corvettes at Carlisle. So I took the C4 to Corvettes at Carlisle this year because I did not have the C6. And I'll tell you what, it was so much fun. And I tried to not let the fact that I didn't have the C6 bother me. But I tell you what, the friendships, it's what makes everything.
Well, we made it to Corvettes at Carlisle. You know, I will try to show you guys as much as I can from Corvettes at Carlisle. Get to the fairgrounds and, well, let's see what we see. Or what we don't see. Welcome to Corvettes at Carlisle, guys. And today, I brought this car because the C6 is not done yet. So let's see what the day has stored. Today's Thursday. We have 2 more days. The show goes from Thursday to Friday. This is it. I'm trading my C4 for this. Here's the back. Lost. All the way to the back. Your frame and go pick this up. I had to stop here, but just want to show you guys, never had a chance to show the trailer. We are, you know, picking up the car, but I need a trailer, and this trailer, I rent this trailer for $120 a day, but the tilts, everything, there's everything. So I had to stop here, beautiful day, to pick up the car. Long story short, it took like 3 weeks. But what I'm gonna do now, we're gonna get the car, and then I'll walk you guys through everything we did on the car, because a lot. It took 3 weeks the car to be done for a reason. Although I didn't rush to get back, I had to deal with other things, but hey. Alright, have the car, but I have some kind of situation. The fan doesn't shut it down, and the lights are on too, so I asked them to take a look at it. Yeah, that's CPCP. So I don't know, man. That's weird. The fan is not supposed to stay like. Boy. Not much action in the last few minutes of this video, but it is what it is. I'm showing you real life. I just finished that problem with Eric the tuner, and then I had to jump on calls from my regular job. So now I'm driving home, but they got the fan to turn it off. I'll check more when I get home, but it's turning off now, which it's weird. Even Eric said, like, all the sensors are good, everything is good. There's no reason why this should be acting like this. Bottom line is, I drove the car, I didn't show you guys, but I told there was no gas between moving trailers and in and out, and I don't want to run out of gas. But I'll take you guys for a ride with me. So let me drive home. It's a hike. It's like 2.5 hours from me. And in between I have to work doing stuff, so you know how that goes. Let me get to work and I'll get back to you guys in a few seconds for you.
Alright, bear with me guys, because a bunch of things happened to the car. So as you can see here, I got the car home and I want to wash it, because the way this car left the shop was ridiculous. I couldn't stand for, and a bunch of things happened. So when I got the car home, I noticed my side skirts were not attached to the car. CSP asked me to remove the side skirts, but I think they just didn't put it back the way it was supposed to, right? The other thing is that I noticed the belt for the AC clutch was off. I don't know if that happens when they redline the car to do the full power, and also the fan was constantly running. So I did a bunch of research, and to be honest, I didn't want to record because I was so frustrated. First, I reached out to them to see if the problem was on the tune, and wasn't. That's what they said. I tried to understand what happened with my side skirts as well. No answer. So basically I was on me to try to figure out everything at this point. The car was running fine. I just had the issue AC not working and the fan running all the time. I fixed myself the side skirts because it is what it is. I'm not gonna drive 3 hours just for this. But when I took to the first drive after this, what you're seeing here was I took the car from the trailer, put it in my garage and wash it. And then I fixed the things that I did. Then I took to the first ride.
Alright, first drive. I drove the car when I picked it up, but now we are doing like the first drive. I'm not gonna beat on it because we need to break it in the car.
At this moment, I noticed a noise that I couldn't figure out what it was, so I had to stop the car because it wasn't drivable. I was like, what is this noise? I thought it was something completely loose underneath of the car. I didn't want to think the first thought I had, which was, it seems like my wheels are not in place. But as you can see here, I left the car, I checked 2 times, and then I drove to my body shop, Joe, which is like 5 minutes from my house, because I couldn't drive like this. So I didn't beat up on it, I just took my time, and when we got there, that's what we saw.
Alright, first ride, and the lug nuts were... Look at that!
Hold on, no, it's not on yet. There you go.
You can do by hand.
Completely loose.
at that, by hand. What do you think about this?
Quality workmanship. Well, we're gonna check them all.
Look at that, dude. Bro, this is ridiculous.
Oh my god, dude.
They put the wheels on
Both of them.
they put the wheels on and never torqued it. That's it. I didn't torque those wheels out at all when I was working on the car. Bro, good thing is that I was like, I'm not gonna beat on it, you know what I'm saying?
At this point, I was trying to understand what happened because I didn't took those wheels off at all. The car was on the dyno. I don't know. At this point, I was like, I was just glad that nothing happened because that was my first drive.
Right.
That's a front sport.
I can't believe this, dude.
Good thing I'm right down the road.
You know, the first place I would come would be here.
Alright,
Bro, how they tune this car with this? Now you can tell, you see the freaking fan running?
Yeah.
It's running all the time,
Well,
which is
that-
not bad.
yeah, I mean, it could be a temperature thing. If they have it a little bit off. You have a 160 thermostat?
Yeah.
So they might have it like tuned for a different thermostat or something.
But they should, come on.
I know. Yikes.
After a frustrating first drive with so many issues, well, I'm gonna address this very soon, but I fix it. So I will show you guys what it is, and then we're gonna take for the first ride. Right, so let me open it up here. So basically, the problem, we're gonna test it for sure now, but the AC stopped working. A couple of issues I had when I got the car back. You guys saw the wheels were not torqued. Whose fault is this? I don't know. I didn't remove those wheels. The car made to the dyno. So I'm gonna watch just to make sure that there's not a problem with my lug nuts. Other than that, the fence, I had a leak on that side of my brake lines, but that was on me. You guys remember when I lowered the subframe, I put a stretch on the lines, so I fixed that. And here the issue was the AC was not working and the fans were running all the time. Quick tip, those are related. If the AC is not working, the car might throw a code, which I put the code here, I think was P1482, something like that. I'll put it here so you can see it. That was causing the fan to run on the high speed all the time. So I checked with the tuner. The tuner said these fans are programmed to run 213, or it's when the fans are supposed to kick in. But they were running all the time. So I figured out that this was the issue. AC not working, and the fan also, this is the pressure switch valve, which goes here. So I got one from Facebook, from Amazon. I'll leave the link below. Plug it in, very easy swap, 1, 2, and everything seems to be working. Now, let's take the car for the first ride.
drive. You guys know how that goes. I did the first drive, but I was so focused on the other things. This is actually the first drive. So, I just want to hear for noises and everything. Let's see how she does. This is a big moment because I'm driving the car that I did all the swap. I basically fix everything if nothing is wrong anymore. Let's see. Let's go. Alright, I had to take my hoodie out because it's getting hot. It's kind of a weird season. Let's go. It's getting up to the temps, like 185 right now. I'm mainly sorry, I'm gonna put the windows down so we can hear for noise. One thing I forgot to tell you guys is I put a new exhaust on this car, mainly headers and X-pipe. So that's a brand new Cook's headers. First time I went with that good of exhaust, if you will, because before I had Speed Engineer. They were okay. I mean, I totally go for it, but I want a high flow cats. That's the reason why this car made less power than before. I'm gonna tell you about the numbers soon. But yeah, now it's just driving with new exhaust system and everything. Make sure the car drives. I gotta put miles on it, braking the motor, so that's why I want to take the car out. I'm actually going to the gym now. So let's see how she does. It's too cold. I'm trying to test all the gears because we put a new clutch on it too. So far, no noise, nothing. The alignment is not that off for everything being off of the car. And now it's kind of a cold day. It's not gonna be hot. Beautiful day for a drive. Hard to believe that this car is back together, but it is. So here's the final product, guys. You guys saw on the B-roll everything that we went through it. The car has been finally drivable, and man, the only thing missing, to be honest, is the front lift. I took the front lift to my friends from Urban Vinyl Wraps so they can fix it, because I had a crack on my carbon fiber. Maybe if I get time, I would put on this video. We'll see. But anyway, so
here's the setup. So again, brand new LS3, great motor, BTR stage 3 cam, all the upgrades that comes with it. We did all new gaskets. We put the coils on the fenders, as you can see here. New Cooks headers. I finally put a really nice set of exhaust on this car. Now to the things that didn't go so well. So I drop off the car at CSP. Great. They had the car actually for like 3 weeks because I decided to put a Cooker's headers on my car. We had an exhaust leak. And you guys know I run a Speed Engineer headers and an X-pipe on my previous setup, which was pretty loud, smells so much gas. When they put on the lift, they said like, man, you're having too much exhaust leaks, especially on the headers meet with the X-pipe. And I noticed when I started the car the first time, the fitment wasn't great. Anyway, so I spent a little money. I was committed to it. I always want to put something nice, and I debate about putting high flow cats. The reason why I want to put high flow cats on this car is two main reasons. One, it smells gas like crazy when you have X-pipe. When you don't have high flow cats, it smells, the gas smells like, I couldn't not take my car to work because I would get there and I would be smelling gas. So that's one of the reasons. The other one's because my son's pretty allergic to it, and this, I want to make memories with him. And the third reason is just like, I'm too old. I don't want a car super loud. It's loud when it's loud and it's quiet when I'm not on it. So this is perfect. That drone weighs less, but again, it's a very expensive setup. I think I pay $2,200 for the X-pipe and the headers, which, you know, you get what you pay for. But they look pretty nice. We gotta agree, right? They look pretty nice. I'm quite sure the fitment was way easier to install. Also, the car, how much power the car made. Because the high flow cats, we compromise on the power. So the car actually make 473, I believe, and 437 torque, which is not bad for the wheel. I want to get too close to 500, but once I decide to put the cats, we compromise right there, which it is what it is. Other thing that happens, and I don't know how much footage I put here. I just want to make sure that I explain to you guys. When I went to bring the car home, I drove like, CSP is like 2.5 hours from me, so it's like you gotta take the day off to do this. So I was so excited to get the car back, finally drive. So when I got there, the fan was running all the time and the AC was not working. I was like, whatever, let's figure it out. They tried to fix they didn't figure out the issue. The answer that I got from them is like, oh, the car got here like this. Didn't got like, you know, I knew it wasn't like this when I dropped off because I tested, but I don't want any confusion. So I came back home, I emailed in all the issues. They said, oh, if you want to bring the car back, but we didn't touch the AC, maybe when we had line, because the belt was not in place. But every time you turn it off the car, the fan was running full speed, which tells me that also the car thinks it's running hot all the time. Anyway, I tried to figure out with CSP. Again, they are 2.5 hours away. I was like, anyway, let me figure it out by myself. So I fixed by myself, which was this valve right here, the pressure switch valve. Maybe when they redlined, this valve went bad, so that triggered the fan, and also the AC was not working. So we figured that out. So the car is now 100% ready to go. If you follow me on Instagram, you're gonna see that, you know, some people are like, are you mad on CSP? Not that I'm mad, I'm just disappointed. I think that's the word. I'm just disappointed because you should have a checklist when you get there to make sure the car you're getting has this or that issue. But anyway, I don't want to make this a big deal. I fixed the car. The other thing is my side skirts, they had to remove to lift the car, was not put in place properly, so I fixed that too. I didn't record any of those because I was so frustrated. I don't know how much footage I'm gonna have, but I almost didn't make a video. So that's why I'm making video later on, because this process was far from being stress-free, because I want to get the car done, and also the amount of financially pressure that put on me is like kind of drove me on the edge. So that's why I didn't record anything. But now we're good. The car is good. The goal now is to keep the car running for a while. We have to break it in. I need to do an oil change because this is a braking oil. And I'm telling you what, I'm super happy. Maybe I'll do a price breakdown if you guys want to see. Let me know in the comments if you want to see how much I spent to do a LS swap from LS2 to LS3 with the cook headers and everything in between. I think that would be a great content. But other than that, like now I'm gonna drive the car. Of course, we're gonna have content, for the winter because she's getting more upgrades. We are not stopping here for sure. We are not stopping here now. And maybe there's so much things that I want to do it. And if you guys notice, C4 is gone. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoy this journey. Here we end this chapter of not having a running car. It was so much fun. I like it, but it's not the end. So stay tuned for what's coming. I'll catch you guys in the next one.